Organizing regular events related to the happiness of the elderly is very important. This is exactly what the president of COSROPIN spoke about while explaining the purpose of organizing the hangout for the elder persons.
The objective of the Now Us Award is to ensure that we take care of the dignity, the rights, happy aging of diverse group of individuals and native people across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. The hangout activity will bring them together to facilitate their engagement in various healthy living activities and networking through the support of professional healthcare workers, caregivers, and volunteers. The Older Persons Hangout has taken us a long way, and we started with a lot of time and intellect to seek support for this activity in order to instill sense of commitment, trust, and benefit of members nationwide. The first round of Older Persons Hangout took place in 7 states and Abuja from September 2022 to September 2023. The second round of this activity is going to take place in 20 locations across 18 states of the Federation from January 2024 to June 2024. Lagos State is part of the selected states. The activities that some of you are doing, which this hangout encourages, are healthy lifestyle and living, where they will check your health conditions, your sugar level, find out about your BP, find out about your pulse, and ask you questions so that if there are any issues, the doctor will advise you and, if possible, prescribe medication for you free of charge. Indoor activities and recreation. This activity we have started at the beginning where we did a little exercise, dancing, and loosening up. This is to enable us to understand the usefulness of exercises, how to protect our body, how to eat well, how to drink enough water, how to ensure that we avoid certain things at this age. We also started the cultural dance, where we want our people to also go back to their culture so that they will now link up with others and remember their old past, rejoice among themselves so that they will be able to entertain themselves and for others to see. Then how can we sustain this? How can we get support from local government, federal government, or individuals who can sponsor this activity so that our older persons can continue to enjoy this activity? The other things that we are expected to also participate in is, at the end, the project makes provision for our older persons to have a small token, a small money of transport. So that at the end of this event, older persons face tremendous social isolation. A lot of us face isolation, neglect, deprivation, even abuse, limited or lack of access to resources. You will be surprised, when I retired, I applied to my bank that is paying my pension. I was asking for loan. They said, sir, we cannot give you loan because anybody that is over 60 cannot be given loan. That is an abuse. And these things are happening. As we reflect on the outcome of our efforts, I am proud to report that we have exceeded our expectations in many regards. Across the 20 locations where this hangout will take place, we hope to see remarkable improvements in the physical, mental health of participants. Finally, as we look to the future, let us remain committed to the principles that have guided us this far. Let us continue to prioritize the well-being of older persons and strive to create environments where they can thrive and flourish. Together, we can build a society that values and respects individuals of all ages.
Some of the senior citizens expressed their joy for the hangout event organized for them.
It was a charging environment when we were dancing as elderly people. Look at the older woman. Exactly. That woman is already 82. Is a retired army major. That is why you can see her dancing like that, army major. She's already 82 years, to the glory of God. So it's a kind of good atmosphere for all of us to be interacting together.
I don't know how I do it, but by the grace of God, I like to dance, to exercise, to feel happy and, mix with people, feel happy, enjoy anywhere I am.
That's right.
Even at work, they always tell me that, Matron, you don't know what is called Valium. Because they think I don't think. But if I sit down and be thinking of the worldly something, when God Almighty is up there, I've left everything to God. So I live every day as it comes.
You could see the smiles on their faces. It shows that they really enjoyed why they are here, and the fact that they are able to be gathered together to air out their feelings. Of course, some of them have mentioned other things they would love to see, which is very much incorporated, and the fact that we are going to be encouraging them to hold government accountable. So the idea is that we are kickstarting this, but the rights holders would definitely have further conversations. So we are going to see how we're going to be working with them to ensure that all of these feedbacks they've given, we are able to take it to government with their support, of course, with working with them to ensure that government incorporates their needs into their plans and all of that.
The key officials of the organizing group spoke on the care for older persons, which according to them have yielded positive results.
After retirement, I realized that a lot of things need to be done for the elderly here. Because, before, our elderly people, they used to stay with their children or grandchildren, but now with this Japa syndrome, a lot of them, they travel abroad. So most of these elderly people, they are staying at home alone. And from that reason, if they are not being looked after properly, they are being abused, especially with the house help. It's either they steal their money or they leave them uncared for. So I decided to go into it, that okay, this is the time to take care of our elderly with having a professional carers, because having a house help is quite different from having a carer, because carer knows about the medical problem of the elderly people. They can advise, they can check their observations like temperature, blood pressure, urine testing, and if there's any abnormality, they can report to the doctor. And then you can liaise with the family as well. Because most of these elderly, especially those that are taking care of their children, are abroad. But on a daily basis, we do video chats. They want to know how their mom or their parents are faring. And I really have a special interest in taking care of the elderly people. I can tell you one story. While I was abroad, my mom was being taken care of by house help, not carer actually. And when I came back on holidays and I saw the way they were taking care of my mom, they don't even know how to give the medication. I said, this is not good enough. So I had to get trained carers, taught them how to give medication, and then from time to time, my mom's condition was improved. In fact, I was really happy because they are able to communicate with her and even give me feedback. But when I came back, I said, okay, I'm going to go into caring of the elderly. And that was what really brought me to it, and I've been enjoying it. And by what the people notice here, elderly people are being neglected. Overseas, elderly people, they get their treatment free, like the young people. And then even getting their pension is not as difficult as this place, because it's just automatic. Once you work with them and your name is on they have your bank details, it's just automatic whether you are there or not. But here you have to go, and so the government needs to improve on that one.
The government started a little while ago, but they're still picking up.
But we, as much as possible, we have private organizations, sponsoring activities for the youth, for the children, for women. I think private organizations have a lot to do with our older adults as well. Quite a lot of older adults are still part of the people maintaining the economic culture of Nigeria, whether we like it or not. We have our older adults having their pensions, their salaries in banks. Other organizations, private organizations such as banks, such as recreation centers can come together, partner with us or other people that are into activities for the old people to bring up activities that would help them enhance their lives in their later years.
I think government is trying. A few years ago, the humanitarian ministry was set up. I think the elderly automatically goes into that sector, but it is not enough. We need to distinctly speak about our elderly. I give a lot of credit to faith-based organizations. The Islamic societies, the Christian societies, they really look after the elderly. And they have a lot of them in the elderly demography in mind, because they can tell that a lot of things are going on wrong with their members. But I think the government, through their social welfare departments, through their medical departments, can also be in touch with the plight of the elderly demography in Nigeria. The people who came here today, you can see we've closed and they are not getting up, they are not going home because they are having a lot of social interaction. Once they get home, it's back to normal. Maybe they haven't heard from some children in a few days. Maybe nobody asked, Mama, how are you today? Maybe Mama is still trying. I asked some people for their phone number, they don't know it, There are a lot of groups also in Nigeria. If voice can come from outside Nigeria to sponsor this, I need a lot of Nigerians to know that this is where we should put our money to. Just lend a hand to your fellow citizens. I'm not saying that Nigerians don't. We do.
There is no one size fits all as to the needs of older people. Let us look at each state. What are the basic needs of the older people and see how to incorporate them into what our government is doing. Also, I know that health is very paramount. So at this point, there's a lot of health challenges coming up. The body is kicking in and affected by a lot of things that have happened over time. So there's a need for government to prioritize the well-being and health of the older people and see how we can either subsidize. If we cannot give free medical health to older people, then they should be subsidized for them and see how they can help them to age and stay healthy at their older age.
The event also featured games such as Ludo, Ayu, and others, which made the senior citizens to engage in proper social interaction, thus contributing to their happiness, with some of them asking for more events like this.
I go anywhere there is any function, especially in the military. We retire, we call it RANAU, Retire Army, Navy, Air Force Association. We always have our meetings, general meeting, first Thursday of the month at Oshodi Rehab Center. And then the cooperative, because we do cooperative where we help each other. If we want loan with affordable interest, last Thursday of the month. And when we reach there too, we still control ourselves, we march around, we do exercise, and we do behave like school children. You won't see, we have 90-year-old there, and we have less than 60, but we are all like small baby there. So we still maintain the exercise we are doing in the military.
The federal government, the state government, the local government, they should take proper care of the elderly, because they should know that most of us, we have served the government. That's right. Both the local, the state, and the federal. That's right. And we retired after 35 working years. And even now, they refuse to pay the entitlements, which is not too good. Now we have worked, we should be able to have our earnings. Whatever we have worked for, they should be able to pay us and to take care of us since we are now an elderly people in the community. They should make provision for us. They should make provision for the elderly in the country.
The event also featured special performance by some selected traditional dancers.
Retirement sweet oh, now the step to living a good old age. Retirement is a good thing oh, retirement is a better thing oh, our retirees are the senior citizens. Our retirees are the senior citizens retirement good oh, retirement sweet oh. Now the step to living a good old age. Retirement good, retirement sweet. Now the step to our retirees are the senior citizens.
It's Senior Citizens Forum.
Senior Citizens Forum, a special weekly program on Lagos television that addresses the joy and the various challenges of the elderly.
The children that you call in the neighborhood, maybe when you want to do something on your phone, make sure that there are people that are trustworthy in character. Even if you have grandchildren or you have children, wait for the child that you can trust.
The only way you can know whether you have hypertension or not is to measure your blood pressure.
The health policies need to be reviewed to help the senior citizens.
For its sponsorship and advert placements, please contact the LTV Marketing Department or send SMS or call 0802 328 5359 or 0801 3888 1703. Senior Citizens Forum is shown on LTV. Insurance companies, pension fund managers, healthcare providers, pharmaceutical companies, as well as telecommunications network providers are free to sponsor the program or advertise their products at moderate rates.
Yet another edition of Senior Citizens Forum on your dialing station.
It's Senior Citizens Forum.
That's about all for this week. Please join us next week for another interesting edition of the Senior Citizens Forum.
These people have worked so hard. They are the senior citizens. They are the pensioners and they deserve their affection. They have wisdom. They have the passion. They have vision. They should be encouraged even on their